We're back. It's been a minute.
It has.
What are we calling this podcast? Walk Alongside Podcast.
Yes, Walk Alongside Podcast.
I love that for us.
And we are back.
We're back. It's been a minute.
At least a year.
Oh my gosh, at least a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And some change.
A year and some change. So the rationale as to why we are back on here is because a couple months ago, Mom and I were on an airplane. And we were just shooting the ish back and forth as we go. And I was trying to stand up in this teeny tiny plane and get her carry-on bag. And she's wearing her big fur jacket. Mm-hmm. And we're just we're struggling. And finally I got it down. And this girl behind us was like, "Oh my gosh, please tell me that you have a podcast." And we were like, "Well."
You two are comic relief.
Yes. She's like, "Comic relief. I would love to listen to your podcast." We're like, "Well, we used to." And then just life started lifing. A big company purchased the software that I was using. And then everything kind of just went to shit from there. Didn't go to shit. It just got very difficult.
And it paused. Everything paused.
Everything paused for a minute.
Until we had some transition time.
Oh my gosh. There's so much new things to update the people on.
Yeah. So let's start where we're at.
Where are we at?
A year as of November 6th.
Yep.
We amalgamated our companies to form.
We are Walk Alongside Counseling and Coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So let's give an update. What have we done in the last year since November 6th of 2024? What all has gone down?
Okay, well...
so many things.
Even before November, we started a new process of gathering and healing a community through clinical and somatic multimodality.
Yep.
Through something called Integrated Immersions.
Oh my gosh.
Full day.
We're back to where it began.
Yeah, full day integrated immersion events. And we invited the community of women that we had relationships with.
Yep.
So I'm going to say that our OGs...
We're going to give them a shout out?
Well, let's just shout out.
There's way too many of them.
Yeah, let's just shout out.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Yes. And you came out, I think it was August of 2024.
Yep.
It would have been, right? Yeah. August of 2024.
Yep.
And we hosted our first integrated immersion event, Women in Shame.
Yep.
And that was brilliant and lovely. And yeah. It was out at Paradise Valley Ranch, and it was such a hit. Mm-hmm. And it was...
that the people wanted more.
Yeah, I think we were actually...
you shall receive.
I think we were in shock. Of
the turnout and the demand.
No. Yes, and more of the transformations that happened.
100%.
Even during the debriefing, people were telling and sharing their lived experience for that day. And we were just in that debriefing. It was like, whoa, what, that hit. And it was like, oh yeah, but this, and then seeing it from a different lens. Either they were in the sacred space of counseling with me, all clinical, or they were connected to you through somatic and the coaching that you were doing.
Yep.
And then when they got to integrate both of those.
Yeah.
And really important.
Just being
resonated. I think with one another.
100%.
And we would call it that co-facilitated or co-regulated, pardon me.
Because we know that vulnerability breeds relatability.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so as I heal, somebody else does as well.
Yeah, 100%.
In community. So that happened. And then fast forward month after month after month, we
just kept running
with it.
Well, for a minute we did get shit on for running it.
Yeah.
So let's just put that out there.
We're not there yet.
Initially, we were told to stop doing it. But then we were like, no, we're not going to stop doing it because it brings so much fruit. And although...
And also, I think it wasn't just for others. I think we want to be really awe-filled when we give glory to why we kept doing it. We were walking in our purpose.
100%.
And this whole confirmation of the sacred assignment
100%. We knew.
Was felt.
It was something that needed to be continued to do. Yeah, continue to be facilitated. And listen, we've had some bumps, man, in the last year. Like outside of even like integrated immersions, there have been like so many like troubleshooting, so many moments for me personally. I know you said that you don't experience this, but for me personally, so many days where I'm like, burn it down, burn it to the ground. I'm done. I want to go and step into my alter ego. I want to be a barista at Starbucks. So freaking bad. I want to work the window at Starbucks and live my very best life.
Encouraging others, using your gifts.
Oh my gosh. I know that it's part of their job that they have to know my name and like give me a compliment every time. But when I tell you, when I order ahead and I walk in and they're like, Bethany, how's it going? And they know my face, I'm like,
I feel like I belong. Somebody
yes.
recognizes.
I'm like, Kyle, Sandra, how are you doing today? And it's like, I know their names because I look at their name tags, and now we've got a whole thing. It makes me feel welcome.
You're collecting evidence
that I should be a barista.
I know that you matter in this world based on Starbucks employees knowing your name.
Based on their protocols that they have to follow.
It is a condition of employment to know. Okay, yeah. Oh, I love that for you.
Listen, it's freaking awesome. I love it for me too. So, needless to say, there have been very many moments where I'm like, Kyle, tell me you're hiring because I'm headed your direction. I even debated doing like a 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. shift like twice a month. I don't think they would let me do that, but I would just love it. That's why I like going to Jay's shop, because I'll be like, today I work in retail. Put my phone into my purse, put it on Do Not Disturb, and I'm like, today I work in retail, and I'm going to be tagging things and steaming things. And then I leave, and I'm like, whew, thank God I don't work in retail. And I go home, and I'm just so happy to go into my office.
Yeah. It's a different lived experience that you have.
100%.
I don't experience that, and it's interesting to see perspective for sure.
I like to diversify.
Yes.
My gifts and talents, and try different things on. Yes. And it just reminds me of how much I love what I do, because it's essential that we take breaks.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And I love what I do. So, anywho, what is Walk Alongside Counseling and Coaching? So, yes, we've done immersions since the tail of time? Since
August 24th.
Yes, okay. I thought there was like a slogan that we could use. Like, since the beginning, in the beginning, there was an integrated immersion.
That was preconception of Walk Alongside Counseling and Coaching, but yes.
Yes. So we do the immersions. They're amazing. It's a group that comes together once a month. There's usually like 20 to 30 people. I like to sneak in more than 25. Ma likes to cut it off at 25, but I'm like, hey, hear me out. I think we can put this person and just sneak them in the back. And we have had people before that are like kind of shoved in there. At that one facility that we rent out?
Yeah, in winter months, obviously, we have to do it indoors, and that looks a little bit different.
It's a little crampy sometimes.
And it's just different. It's such a different experience.
Oh, it totally is.
It still fills and fuels people, and so that's good. We do, we are grateful for the opportunity to continue serving.
100%. So it's like a 6-hour day retreat, essentially. And like in the morning, Mom does clinical, teaches all about like, I want to say theory. It's like theory based on the topic that we have.
Sometimes there's we introduce some modalities, like we'll talk about exposure therapy without naming it, or we'll talk about
like they don't know what clinical modalities you're referring to.
No. Yeah. So I take pieces.
But they eat that shit up.
Carly,
they love your clinical teachings. I eat that shit up too.
So. Yes, we find a topic that resonates with women that we've connected with either through counseling or through somatic therapy, or even some of the struggles that, and again, it's really proclivities that women navigate, right? So it's like the speed bumps that are really specifically aimed and directed toward women, be it through social, cultural, or familial conditioning or programming. And
so what are some of the things that we've done?
Support. So
and tools and resources.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And then, so women navigating conflict.
Yeah.
Right? Because conflict is
that was a big one.
For a lot of women, they fear
they like sweep it under the rug.
Or it becomes the opposite, and they've entitled their their personality as emotionally reactive or something like that. And
Or a
so
people pleaser.
yeah. So depending upon where their lived experiences and their programming comes from.
So we've done navigating conflict, boundaries.
We've talked about
shame, obviously, was
yes, one. Boundaries, yeah.
Lay down your burdens.
So
was
we
one.
carry things that aren't ours to carry.
Us, yeah. What was our most recent one? Oh, our upcoming one is armor.
The cost of wearing your armor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it does come at a cost.
Sure
it comes at a cost.
To people around you?
Initially.
And to yourself.
Yeah, and to self. And yeah. And really harm, lots of harm. Mm-hmm. Lots and lots of harm.
So yeah, we do that. We do those once a month. We gather together. There's clinical in the morning. Afternoon is somatic. We go into some sort of somatic experience. Mm-hmm. We do an unburdening of sorts. It's stunning. Last one that we did, we introduced a little bit of soul flow, and we had like this corrective experience dancing thing, and it was the most magical. It was my absolute favorite immersion. I loved it. I was like, more please. And we were throwing rose petals.
Yeah, so every time there's something different for sure.
Every
it's
time
not
it's
only
different.
Theory or mindsets or proclivities that we navigate through. That changes month to month. But it's also, what does the process look like? And it'll never be the same.
Nope.
Because even if it was the exact same people coming to the exact same location, they have changed from
Since
the last time they were there. And I love being a witness to their journey.
Yep.
And that's the beauty of our position, right? Because we're not in the content of it, we're in the context. And so we can zoom out and we can go, oh my gosh, look at this. Do you remember the day when so-and-so came in and they did not even have sensations? And we talked about that just recently in Evolve for an Embracer.
They couldn't feel / describe or voice. So that's the other thing. So immersions, that's a whole thing. It's amazing. It's beautiful. If you haven't gone to one, get your hiney in the room. Second thing that we do is retreats.
Yes.
So we have our infamous Canmore retreat. The next one the last one that we did was called
Reclaiming Your Voice,
which we got tattoos.
Yes, we did. Where's mine? There is mine. Yeah. And when I say we got,
there's like what, 12 or 15.
How is that helpful in the podcast?
Well, if
to show a picture,
it's
a picture on my forearm. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't help.
Do you see it? They're like, what?
It's a tattoo of mountains and some water and some trees, and then a lot of the retreaters. And in fact, we didn't instigate this.
I know, it's the retreaters that were like, we got to get some tattoos. This was like the most transformational weekend.
Yeah, confirmation after confirmation.
Also, cute shoes.
I know.
When did you get those?
Oh my gosh, my legs are so incredibly dry. I've never worn them.
When did you get them?
A year ago.
Show the YouTube.
They're like just Converse.
Adorable.
Yeah. You've never seen these?
No.
Oh, I don't think I've ever worn them.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
All right. I got a little distracted there. So, what were we talking about?
Reclaiming Your Voice. Retreaters were like, we need to get this tattooed. It was
and they organized it and invited us as the facilitators.
I freaking love that. You do the organizing and I will show up. I do enough
last year's retreat. So it was lovely.
She does majority of the organizing.
Yeah. So no, I didn't organize that at all.
No, I said, you guys do the organizing and we'll show up.
Oh, okay.
I don't love doing the organizing.
Okay.
She does majority of the organizing.
Note to self. That was Bethany speaking. Yeah.
Okay. So our upcoming one, we are returning back to Canmore.
Yes.
Banff area.
We're going to be walking through Wounded Wisdom.
Wisdom. Which, is that not a testament to what Walk Alongside Counseling and Coaching is, period? There was so much wounding leading up to us collabing. And not just in our professional lives, but in our personal lives. And from that wounding, we have gained so much wisdom, and then in turn we feel that we were called to do something with that wisdom and to serve.
And it's everyone has this,
and everybody
option.
has
we
it.
Take a shift and we go, that wounding wasn't just to harm me. The wounding was to equip me. Mm-hmm. It didn't disqualify me. It didn't take me out. It might have taken me out for a smidgen of a bidgen. Right?
It took me way the freak out.
Well, for you.
Yeah, I was out.
It was, it can hurt us for sure, but we can make a different choice.
Yep.
Chapter 2, Designing Empowered Women.
Which we're going to get to.
We'll get to that.
Getting ahead of yourself.
And it never disqualified you.
Yeah.
It actually equips us.
Although I'm very cautious with praying that now, because I used to pray that all the time, like, God equip me. And now I'm like, I don't want any more equipped. I don't want to be equipped anymore.
So we're going to say equip is not your word for 2026.
Equip is not my word. Hard pass.
It's not happening. Okay.
I'm equipped enough, God. Give me a mother break, please.
Just a rest. Okay. So that's coming up. We also have, we forgot to mention our San Diego that's coming up.
Yep.
You know what? We missed a big gap as far as our lives. Bethany finished her somatic practitioner and certification, and then moved on to share all that she had learned and something of interest. Something of interest.
Many things of interest.
I don't know why I'm downplaying this. And so I was privileged to walk through somatic practitioner level 1, and we just both
completed our level 2.
November of 2020.
A year later.
5. That's weird. 1 year later, we're both in the room.
And lest we forget, when I first started introducing the somatics to you, you're like, oh, it's a little woo-woo. I don't know.
Again, because there's not enough scientific data. And now... Until. And again, my brain goes to evidence-based, and that's my training, and that's also my logical linear brain.
Okay.
And it doesn't limit how I can lean in and now really grasp with both hands the theory and the absolute wisdom of somatic body-mind approach rather than mind-body.
And I was just noticing the white coats are starting to come on over.
So I'm worried about the white coats when you say that, because I'm not white coat.
I call a spade a spade.
Well, I'm not white coat.
You used to be. A clinician? You were a clinician for like 3 decades.
Coat. White coat is... Oh, well, maybe.
It 100%
is. Evidence-based. So.
But we get you as a side.
now, there is evidence, though. See, that's the 100%. Difference. The difference is there's so much more evidence being produced.
And somatics isn't new. It's just that when it did start coming out in like the latter half of the 1900s,
they didn't have...
People were like, there's no evidence base. And then we're not going to get... we're not going to go down that train.
But there was no empirical evidence. There was no empirical data. So now there is. Brown University and all the information. Anyways, we don't need to provide that now. Fine. But we do want to talk about, so that has equipped as well and broadened both of our scopes and both of our lived experiences to further expand service to our community.
Yep.
So our community started with... I think about 15 people.
Yeah, really. At the very beginning, there's 15? Like 15, 20 people probably.
Yeah, OGs who chose to be loyal and diehard to the work. Not to Bethany.
Not to us.
It never has been to us. It's been to the work.
Yeah.
And we've expanded. I think yesterday we did a live on our Facebook community page.
At 130.
That's incredible.
I know.
That is so incredible. You know what? I totally forgot we were filming here.
Yeah, that's where I've been looking this whole time.
Oh, dear.
And then sometimes I look over here, so it's like an episode of The Office.
Oh. Okay.
Anywho.
Okay.
That's okay.
Anyways, yes.
So we've got the immersions. Okay. We've got the retreats. We've been doing those. And then also mastermind containers.
To mention that, yes.
Evolve Her.
So
when did Evolve Her start? January of 2025?
Yeah.
Whoa, we really hit the ground running with that.
It's
the business started, and then 2 months later it was like mastermind.
No, I think I had done the mastermind before, remember? But it was always on one-on-one. So we did a mastermind one-on-one with counseling.
So the material.
Sorry, it wasn't a mastermind. It was with the material.
Yeah.
And through using the book as a resource, right? And
then like an avalanche, the world of somatics and Bethany came tumbling down that mountain.
Yeah, because even for me now, with the book, I read through the book, and unless you and I were there to walk through the book, I'll be honest, it doesn't have the same value. Not even close.
I know you have to do another edition.
It doesn't even closely.
It needs a new edition.
It doesn't closely resemble.
You can do another edition. Add all of our shit from our textbook that we have.
Okay, so what we've done, we're in the middle of writing a book. Honey, that's a whole nother story. We got another one. Oh, we also have more. Okay, so
we did evolve her. So evolve her was like clinical and somatic.
Using the framework of Designing Empowered Women book, the published book. And then we
just fucking
took
went with
that for a year. And driving back from the Canmore retreat, you and I were in the car.
Yeah, but we didn't explain evolve her enough.
Oh, we didn't.
So evolve her, it's like a year-long container.
Sorry.
Monthly, we met twice a month for an hour and a half. Deep dive into all things clinical, all things somatic for a whole year. And then quarterly in-persons where we just had the best time. And Mom and I, like 2 days after the Telegram was open, we were like, holy crap. Because it was just like ping, 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 ping. And all of these women were becoming besties.
Yeah.
And we're like, hell yeah, brother.
But it's not besties. It is because of the material and because of what we talk about in that sacred space. And it is so sacred.
I mean,
there is stuff. Yes. We no longer are putting on armor and worried about your comfort versus my comfort. And a lot of this stuff is coming out.
Everyone's there for the same reason.
Yeah, and the healing. And we're supporting one another. And then finding that the past hurts. So I hate that phrase of sisterhood wounding or female
It is a
friend
real thing, though.
wounding.
A lot of people have like female friend wounding.
Yeah, but that's not female friend wounding. That is one human being who just happened to be gender female.
True. Okay? I mean, sometimes birches be birches.
It's the same thing as saying I have church hurt. No, you don't. You have a person who took religion and was harmful to your journey. One person. Or two people, whatever it is, whatever that story is. But that's a named person. That is not girl hurt. But what we do is we overgeneralize. Women are dangerous. You can't trust women.
Hoes will be hoes.
Okay, well.
Sorry.
No, let's not go. So what we did in that evolve her container, and I think that's what we saw. We were like, you would see,
well, the hooks are not
tiptoe, that little tiptoe, and then all of a sudden a foot, and then somebody's just diving in, going, "I'm drowning. I don't care anymore if you don't like me, or if you think I'm too much, or I'm not enough. I need help."
Yeah,
and they trusted as
the
opposed
troops were gathered.
Letting fear guide relationships, right? And it was something that I don't think I've ever witnessed before.
No,
because we were in it. We got. It's never just about the people we serve. It was us.
I mean, it highly impacted us as well.
Yes, for the first time ever, I asked for support. Do you recall that? For the Integrated Immersions, because our Evolve, her community, part of their being in that community was acts of service and what was meaningful to them, they would bring forward to the world. And some of the women, culinary skills is something that everybody knows I don't have. Not everybody, but okay, so I'm saying
now everybody knows.
It's not a thing for Christine, and I say that.
I love how you phrase that, culinary arts.
Well, yeah, but it's not. It's for me, the skill set's not there, and the interest isn't there. So I'm totally fine. Do it? Yeah, 100%. It's a liability. Let's just say it. So
we did get their disclaimers.
Yes. So when I had this opportunity, I got to ask for support, and
was it edgy?
Oh my gosh! Do you not remember? Do you not remember that telegram? Because you put it in there, and then I was like, okay. So,
but if you don't
want to, like, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. And like, if you feel like I can pick up the tab, I'll pick up the tab. So don't worry if you don't have time or space.
Just chill. It ended up working.
And that fine. Was the beginning of my transformation. So it wasn't just the women. We reaped, and we always do. We reap the exact if not more, growth and healing.
100%. 100%.
On our
So
own
anywho,
journeys.
yes.
Okay,
So
yes.
anywho, we did a whole year with them. Halfway through the year, they're like, "What the hell are we going to do next year?" And we're like, So we had this retreat, our first retreat. It was a banger. People are like, "I'm in for next year," and we're like, "We don't even have one planned." So we like went to the office and we're like, "Can we re-rent this chateau?" And they're like, "Yeah, I guess so for next year." Got that locked in and secured. And we're like, "All right, we're doing another one here." Which, like, how amazing. That is just like, there's so many moments throughout the last year and some change where we've been like, oh, okay.
It's confirmation of you're walking in your purpose. Confirmation 100%. Of the sacred assignment. Confirmation of walking in your purpose.
Yes,
confirmation
literally pain.
And confirmation of even the rollout in real time. In real time, the rollout of, well, I think we should throw a retreat. That was you. January. That was
did. No, it was our first live that we ever did in that Facebook group.
In January.
I was like, we're doing a retreat. No, it wasn't in January. It was in November because it was our first live that we did. And I said, I think we should do a retreat next year. And then people were like, hell yeah. And I was like, well, we're doing it. And Mom's like, no, we don't have it organized. We don't know where we post it. And I was like, man, we'll figure it out. And we did.
Yes.
Anywho, so we're on our way home and I was like, we started just chip-chapping about like what evolved her, the closing of that, and like, what do we do? Like, we have to have another offering for them to be able to continue to stay together. They're asking for continued education and support and a container to be provided.
And then I'm going to hit pause for a second and interject because the retreat was called Reclaiming Your Voice. And so what we did is really edgy for both of us, was sharing a piece of our story that was hidden. And we kept it, for myself, I kept it very intentionally hidden because it brought a lot of the emotion of shame, which is why it was in secrecy, silence, and isolation. And we brought that forward in that retreat. And
people were like, holy hell,
was released.
Yeah.
Because shame dies when we speak our stories in safe communities. Don't ever jump on a live YouTube, wink wink, and spill your beans
I'm gonna spill my beans. My beans will be spilled somewhere on this.
No, well, okay, but not all of it, because people haven't earned the right
100%
to be trusted with your story. It's sacred. Your story is sacred. And 100%. So in safe communities,
but these
shame
people,
dies.
They had gained that trust.
Yes. So we were on our way back and just really whirling in that, oh my gosh, that lifted shame. And we got to experience such a revitalization of our story being worthy to be told, at which time, wouldn't that be cool if we had everybody an opportunity to remove the shame of telling their story, which birthed Grace and Grit.
Oh yes, Grace and Grit.
Because that's what Embracer is.
Yep. So we're like, we should write a book. Well, we've had it on our radar to write a conjoined book for many years. It's just like, when do you have the space? When do you have the time? In the same way of like, we should start the podcast again. When do you have the space? When do you have the time? So we literally had to book these a year in advance. Which is like super ridiculous. So the rest of 2026 is booked out for when there's going to be podcast release.
Oh, for sure.
But it's what you have to do because our books are so full. Praise the Lord.
And when you run in a season of energy and time being your greatest resources, you use energy and time wisely.
True.
So that means scheduled and also leaving room for the dopamine hits. When you get the hit,
you move.
Yeah.
That's what the great Andy Love says.
Did we even talk about that? This is the first time we've been on a live.
I mean, we're not on a live. This is a podcast.
Oh, this is a YouTube. YouTube. We didn't introduce ourselves. I'm Christine.
Oh. I'm Beth.
This is my daughter, Bethany.
They're like, who the hell are these women? Please hop on here like me on this freaking show.
So
we do.
Okay, so comic relief. That's I think we should say this is a little more comic relief than it will be for.
Sometimes it is a struggle.
Information sharing, apparently.
Anywho, so we outlined Grace and Grit, which is a book that will be released next year. because we are in the writing of it this year, through our continuation of Evolve Her, which is called Embrace Her. So,
and the testament again to walking in our purpose, and we've made the right strategic decision and leaning into an unknown of let's try embrace her. Every single member,
every single person of Evolve
every
Her cohort one,
single
went into
one,
the continuation.
Confirmation again.
Confirmation, baby.
Yeah, incredible.
Which, like, how amazing. Okay. Again, not about us. It's about them and what they've created.
It is, as far as, like, I think that everybody's looking for that. Everybody is looking for
belonging.
Belonging, but more importantly, there is a higher purpose.
100%. It's all part of a grand orchestration.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it was the architect of our lives. We're actually the architect, right? But we didn't make this plan.
Yeah.
And we definitely never would have asked for the way this rolled out to be where we are.
Yeah, frick, man. It's crazy.
You'd never guess it. You'd never ask for it. And we have always wanted to work alongside each other.
Well, and we invest in mentorship as well. Like, that's something that's really important to note too, is that, like,
we are not lone wolves.
We're back. Brief intermission brought to you by Dijava. Okay, so we were talking about mentorship. We invest heavily in mentorship. Heavily, heavily, heavily. And the reason why is because, in my opinion, if you have an expectation to run a business and expect for people to invest in you, you need to consistently be in the energy of other creators, innovators, evolutionaires. Is that a word? Evolutionaires?
Evolutionists.
Evolutionists?
Evolutionarius. Would that be
evolutionaries? Evolutionaries makes sense.
Oh, I think it's
needless to say, if you have an expectation for people to want to sit at your table, you need to get your ass in the seat of somebody else's table who has walked before you, paved the road,
further ahead of you. And that's 100%. What a mentor is, right? In a specific area of your life, one mentor is not for every area of your life, but it is really required in areas where you need support and you've never been here before.
100%.
Right? So you've been doing, and we talk about this, you've been doing entrepreneurship.
This year is my 10 years of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
An entrepreneur. I love it. I could never clock in and clock out. A 9 to 5, not for me.
I've done Designing Empowered Leaders. That was a long time ago as an entrepreneurial. But counseling? Oh,
counseling is still a private practice.
Yeah, that's for years. I guess so, because I served.
Entrepreneurship is the ship for us.
I served in leadership and
100%. Needless to say, through said containers, the humans that I have met, and oh gosh, Christine Fonseca. Shout out to Christine Fonseca, because she had the most beautiful verbiage where she said, "A thought partner." How many thought partners she's met in this world has been so incredible. And we say in this world of, like, my mentor is Andy Love. In Andy Love's world, the people who I have met, and I mean, let it speak for itself, because to get into her containers, especially her close proximity containers, or air quotes, putting on my business hat, like a higher ticket container, you go through a tremendous amount of screening to be able to, like, get into said containers. The application process and the intake process is like, you sit down for like an hour and some change filling out those things, because they are very thought-provoking and, like, felt sense-provoking
and
questions.
You still have connection as a requirement as well to get in. So it's the same thing, though, as our Evolve Her
100%
application.
And I wouldn't know to set up an application like that until I've gone through an application like that and was like, holy like, I really had to think these questions through.
And more importantly, is it the right fit?
Well, and it sets the tone, because if you're not willing to put in the time to do an application like that, our containers are not the containers for you.
And most importantly, if
you got a little something.
We have to, what's happening?
There you go. I got you.
Weird. So
there's a flap.
Oh, And so if they take that time, we also have to be able to give that energy. And so
100%.
how we maintain our energy and keep
and
ourselves
continue to
regulated
learn.
and be the thermostat and all the things.
I think that's the biggest
We
thing
need
that people
support as
don't
well.
share about entrepreneurship is that like 90% of the responsibility, in my opinion, is nurturing yourself. If you do not nurture your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, I'm going to name that, your spiritual health, your intellectual health, if you don't nurture those things, your social health, if you don't nurture those things, you cannot show up as an entrepreneur with the same level of passion and the same level of like energy and like oomph for the people who are investing in you. And like, I don't want to say shame on you, but it's like, you are held to a higher standard as a leader in the industry. You must take care of yourself.
Okay, so then that separates leadership, right?
Well, yeah.
Leadership
and
never
in order
was
to be an entrepreneur, you have to be a
holding
leader.
it down. Leadership is also supporting those whom we have supporting us, and it's always it's not top down at all. It never has been. So for us to be leaders, we have people who support us, and our job is to see their gifts and to nurture their gifts so that they can be their best selves
100%.
as well. So it is, yeah.
So anywho, as part of mentorship, it's like I ask my mentor often, please point out my blind spots. And those are some of my favorite conversations to have with her. That it's like,
biases.
Where in my business and in my personal life is there a blind spot? And please illuminate that for me so that I can become the best version of myself to be able to carry out the sacred assignment that I have been
asked to steward.
That's my word of the year, steward. But it is a legitimate thing. So anywho, walk alongside counseling and coaching. We do all of the things.
Well,
we have been all over the place. Like through said mentorship, we had a huge freaking year last year of like, through that mentorship, one of my intentions going into that container, it was called Power Meets Power, and we actually have a retreat in San Diego based off of that event. So it was myself alongside 8 other illuminators, which I love that, 8 other entrepreneurs, 8 other like geniuses in their industries, right?
In their scope of practice.
And we spent a year designing an event. And this event is coming up in like a month.
Are you ready?
No.
Did you get your suitcase?
No.
Okay. All right.
I gotta do a lot of things
other than co-facilitating in the Integrated Immersions. So
it's gonna be a whole ass thing.
It's gonna be fun.
But it was amazing. Like last year was so incredible. We got to travel to so many different places. We got to facilitate in Maui, oh my gosh, there's just so many things. There were so many retreats last year that we got to run outside of like the Canmore retreat. We had like a body devotions retreat in Wisconsin, went to San Diego a couple of times, went to Maui, went to Vancouver. Like how cool. When I was in Maui, I got to meet this really cool gal who runs this massive event every year. Casey Ballard, she runs As She Rises. And I was like, man, like you are so quirky and weird and I'm quirky and weird. This is the first thing that I said to her, like Bethany, but it's okay. I was like, I'm quirky and weird and I like you. I feel like we could be friends. And so whatever, we were shooting the shit through. I was like, I heard about your event. How cool. And she's like, yeah, you should come. Cool. I was like, yeah, I'll creep your Instagram. I'll get myself a ticket. Well, as I was flying home and one of my connections, I checked my Instagram. She's like, hey, like went through all of your socials, like I need you to be on the stage and like, are you open to grabbing the mic and doing a thing at my event? And I was like, holy ishballs, 100,000%. Yes, I am. So last year was the year of like me getting on stages and speaking about this work and the impact and really just learning the art of storytelling, which circles back to like the seasons of equipping and the amount of wounding that now gets to be used as wisdom.
And the medicine that the world needs.
Yes. And it's like, oh gosh, like your whole perspective on all the shit that you've had to navigate through in life changes drastically when you finally are able to put on a lens of like, oh, wait a second, that was all equipping me so that I could then support this human with actual empathy and relatability of like, I not only hear you, but I feel you in the season that you're in. And like, let's have a conversation around it where I can actually hold space for you in a totally different way.
Most equipping way.
Yeah. Like,
Because
how
of a lived
crazy.
experience. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
So cool.
So that's where
That's
we've
what
been.
we've been up to.
Oh, and I guess we're also doing the therapeutic somatic attunement sessions with our level 2 training. That is body work.
cool.
That's intimate biofield, entering into somebody else's biofield.
Using so many different tools.
Yeah, touch, tuning forks,
EFT,
essential oils,
acupressure, oils,
sound therapy.
Like,
So,
oh my gosh, we've learned so much.
Yeah.
Like, and our integrated immersions this year are going to be knuckin' futz, my dude.
Well,
because we get to use all these tools at immersions now.
I don't know if you could say that on YouTube.
I already dropped the F-bomb.
Did you?
Yeah, I did
They'll
by
beep
accident.
you. They'll beep you.
Hopefully they don't take it down.
Well, hopefully they beep over it. Just make sure you beep it.
I'll try.
Make sure you beep it. Yes. Our first one, we get canceled. Talk about cancel culture. The biggest fear, right? Okay. I think that's it for today.
I think that's all for today. That's our
say
intro.
hi.
We're going to come in. But I mean, like, come on. Like, as if we're going to do a 10-minute podcast episode.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
I don't know.
Well, do we have, like, a closing thing of, like...
What we'd like to do?
Yeah. If you haven't already connected with us, please connect with us. Follow us on the Instagram, Walk Alongside Counseling and Walk Alongside Coaching.
Find us.
Find us. Get connected with us. Shoot us a message. Say that you've listened to the podcast. And we'd love to just like get to know you.
And what do you want to talk about? What do you want to know about? What do you want? I mean, I love research. So and
I love shoot.
Wait. As a quantitative researcher, I love how it impacts people, right? The people story, the relational versus, neither here nor there. And so what that looks like is...
So you're going to learn and laugh.
Yeah. So if there's a topic that you'd want to learn more about or even navigate... with a little bit more efficiency and effectiveness.
Oh gosh, how cool would it be to do a podcast episode / YouTube thing where it's like questions we've been asked and we just sit down and answer all these cool questions.
Well, one of those burning questions we won't answer today, but...
You got asked a question?
Oh gosh, yeah.
What was it? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how fun. We should put it in our Facebook group. Hey, the podcast is back. What questions do you have?
What questions do you have?
How fun.
Yeah. Walk alongside us. Is that what it's called?
Walk alongside podcast. So long as it's not taken.
Oh, I thought you protected it.
Did I?
Okay.
We'll see. Anywho, thanks for joining us. We're done now. Until next time. And if you need any support, feel free to reach out and we'll walk alongside you. You like that?
No, I think that's very okay. Cheers?
Well,
I don't know.
Frick me.
I don't know.
What's your closing? Later, loser. No.
That's
bye.
Wait. Like what? I don't know.
Okay, we'll do that. That was excellent.